Hello world, this is Hard to Fight for Radio Podcast, and I am glad to be your host. My name is Hellen Kirubi. Once again, welcome to the next episode of Poetry Pharmacy. And today we are going to look at Adrian Michel's poem. Yes, the title of the poem is Celia. I know most of you haven't come across it or even heard of it, but don't worry, we'll go through it together. So let me just read it. When I am sad and weary, when I think all hope has gone, when I walk along High Holborn, I think of you with nothing on. Let me just read it one more time. When I am sad and weary, when I think all hope has gone, when I walk along High Holborn, I think of you with nothing on. Okay, so this poem particularly addresses the condition of gloominess, but it is also suitable for fear of being unloved, loss of perspective, weariness, feelings of an unattractiveness, feeling like you're not attractive, and so much more. So, when we think about the things life has in store, it can seem that our best days are pretty much behind us. Yes, tell me about it. We may be middle aged and single and fear we will never again be caught up in the whirlwind of infatuation. We may despair that we are unattractive and we will always remain so. Such negative thoughts. Sometimes we think we carry an incredibly heavy burden, only to realize that, as my late grandpa would tell me, it's all in the mind. It all starts with you, it's all within you. You just have to find yourself. You know, when I talk to someone who seems to be struggling, but whom I really know would have the strength to shrug off all their burdens if only they could bring themselves to do so, I tend to show them this Adrian Michel's poem and tell them, hey, look, there's still a lot of hope to what you are expecting. There's a wonderful bathos to moving so swiftly from such deep and dreadful thoughts to an intensely simple solution. You better trust me. So you're sad? So you're hopeless? So what? There will always be a naked Celia to picture when High Holborn seems too depressing to be walked alone. Yes, I feel like I really need to repeat that there will always be a naked Celia to picture when High Holborn seems too depressing to be walked alone. Okay, the poem isn't merely flippant. I also use it to comfort people like the ones I mentioned above who worry that the days of, intimacy and flirtation have fled with their youth. They feel like they haven't, what do I call it? Like flirting with people. They feel like it's now past them. They feel they didn't even go through it because now they are above the youth age. But believe me, there's nothing like that. Let me tell you one thing. Our youth is fixated on the idea that only the smooth faced, flexible, and young are entitled to these sorts of pleasures. But I guess we should also allow this poem to remind us that this is just but a terrible fallacy. There will always be someone who wants to liven up their commute with a mental image of our wrinkled knees and all. Doesn't matter even the age, doesn't matter how you look. As long as you personally you feel, yes, you're worth it. Believe me, there is always that one person who will come for you. The trick is very simple. Just find them and then have have the courage to show them what we've got, what you've got. Once a person has come across your way, don't be afraid to show them who you are just because they think you are old, you're more old, you are maturer than you ought to be, or your age is past this flirting stages. No, show them what you've got. I hope I have reached out to someone who thought that they are not good enough and made them see that it all starts in the mind to appreciate themselves. Once again, I was your host, Hellen Kirubi. Be sure to be on the lookout on our next episode on Poetry Pharmacy right here on How to 54 Radio Podcast. Till next time, bye.